Wait, those look like initials.
Yeah, that's right. What are those numbers there for?
Looks like some kind of code.
What do you think it means?
Oh my God, somebody's coming.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I know you're getting over a really bad breakup, and I shouldn't confuse you.
I'm not confused. In fact, I think you're helping me see things more clearly than I ever have before.
Jeff, what are you doing out of the hospital?
I left. I've got to talk to you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see Daphne.
No, scratch that.
Well, it's really important.
You know, trust me, what we're dealing with is much more pressing.
What is it now?
We're not going to be able to exhume your father's body tonight.
Oh, I like this. No, getting back to what we were talking about. What exactly did Dimitri do to you?
Look, I am sorry about before. I shouldn't have said anything, and it just came out all wrong.
No. You don't have to hold back on my account.
Look, just forget I said anything, okay?
Okay. Let's look at more clothes. Oh, and by the way, I'm definitely taking this. Oh. Ooh. Forgive me. But it's so interesting to me that my perfect brother might have done something less than perfect.
Natalia, this is really hard for me to talk about, okay?
Look, you can trust me.
I can?
Yeah. It's obvious Dimitri did something to upset you. Maybe talking about it'll make you feel better.
Yeah, it might.
Oh, look. If Dimitri did something to hurt you, I want to know about it.
All right. Your brother slept with me last night. And today he is acting like I don't even exist.
Guys, it sounds like Alex.
Oh, don't run away. I don't even have
I'll stop it.
Hey, Cherish.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you?
For me?
Yeah, I wanted to see what happened with my dad. Did you give him a statement about Sasha?
Alex was just catching us up on that.
Look, all I did was tell him the truth about what happened last night.
What happened last night? I wish I remembered more.
For real?
You mean Sasha didn't tell you?
Well, he told me that you guys got in a massive fight.
Yeah, and the turd bashed in Alex's window.
It sure sounded like you were gonna tell your dad something else in the lounge.
Yeah, I was. But I didn't think that the fight was bad enough for Sasha to get arrested. I didn't realize it was so out of control.
Well, Sasha was out of control.
I was really out of it. I think someone put something in my drink.
Yeah, it was a rave. Happens all the time.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Carlisle. You here to take on all three of us?
I'm not here to start up anything. Hey, man, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad that you're starting to see things more clearly now. I know Dimitri's really put you through it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You've got everything going for you, Daphne. You're beautiful, talented, sexy, a total catch. You deserve a guy who knows how to appreciate you, one who doesn't jerk you around.
You've been so sweet to me, Lyle.
Hey, it goes both ways. I mean, you took me in and let me crash here.
Oh.
Not a lot of people have done that for me.
Come on, you're practically family.
Thanks. Look, I don't want to push you to break up with Dimitri and everything.
The truth is, I haven't had the chance to break up with him. Or even tell him how I feel.
Who cares now? You're over him. I could tell by the way you kissed me. Tell you what, Let Carlisle find some other girl. Someone who's turned on by big bucks. I'd rather have an independent woman like you any day.
Oh, Lyle. This is moving way too fast for me. I can't even begin to think about another guy.
Isn't your pathologist friend ready to do the autopsy tonight?
Oh yeah, he's standing by. But I made a deal with the guys at the cemetery, and now they're telling me they want more money.
How much more?
50,000. In cash, 25 for each gravedigger.
Yeah, more like gold digger. You know, they're dealing with Boris Carlisle's grave.
And now that we have to do this illegally, they want hush money.
Well, I don't exactly have that kind of cash in my wallet, you know.
What about a safe at home?
Stock certificates and some jewelry.
Well, unless you can come up with it, they say they can't do the job.
I think I know where I can get it, but it's gonna mean bringing someone else into the loop.
Someone you can trust.
Get me cash quick? Absolutely. Francisco, can you come in my office? You could tell those bloodsuckers to be ready to start digging tonight.
You got it.
Hey.
I need a big favor, man.
Sure, man, what?
I need to make a withdrawal from Fort Kent Mutual right now. Can you help me?
How much you need?
50,000 cash tonight.
Dia, you in some kind of trouble?
Look, I just can't say it right now. You're just gonna have to trust me, okay?
What you're asking me for is above and beyond. I need to know what the money's for.
I gotta pay some guys to dig up my father's grave, okay?
You and Dimitri? Oh, wait a second. I thought that he was dating Daphne.
No, Dimitri and Daphne broke up right before the rave.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, Daphne asked me to handle working with him on the fashion show so she wouldn't have to deal with him. You know, I think he really did a number on her. You know how that is. We've all been there.
No, actually I don't. But I have a really good imagination.
Well, anyway, I ran interference between the two of them during the rave and working on the fashion show, and during that time, Dimitri and I just, you know, clicked.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
It seemed like Dimitri was really into me, but I didn't do anything about it because as far as I knew, Daphne still had feelings for him.
Right, and she's your business partner.
And my roommate.
Not to mention your best friend. This is very messy.
Look, I never would have given it a second thought, but he made it crystal clear that things were over between the two of them.
And he told you this at the rave.
He kept hitting on me and telling me how much he wanted me and that he and Daphne were history. And I fell for it.
Well, you're the only one.
What do you mean?
I saw them together at the fashion show. I mean, they were together, you know, surgically joined at the tongue, in fact.
Well, I wish I had known that.
I don't know how you could have missed it.
Well, look, all I know is that Dimitri was all over me on the dance floor. He was whispering in my ear how much he wanted to take me next door to the motel.
The sleazy one? The one with the noisy ice machine? Yes, I've heard of it.
Well, that's where he made love to me. All night long.
And today he's pretending like it never happened.
Exactly. Oh, he said that it was just a huge mistake. And then he just twists the knife in and he looks at me and he says, the whole time that we were together, he thought I was Daphne. I mean, can you believe that?
Well, you were dressed alike at the fashion show.
Oh, come on. Do you honestly think it's possible for a guy not to know who he's screwing?
Well, only if he was drugged by some psycho bitch.
Dude, I'm trying to apologize here.
Too late. I'm pressing charges. I already spoke with the DA.
Hey, do what you gotta do. I just want you to know I got the straight story from Cherish. She told me I was wrong about what happened in your car.
I could have told you that before you went ballistic on my window.
That was pretty low, man, taking on his ride. Yeah, I wanted to take care of that.
You know, shove your money up your ass. I don't want it.
Oh, right. Isn't this why you're doing it? So you can sue me and really cash out.
You're lucky the charges are only assault and battery and not attempted murder. I told you this guy was a scumbag.
So do you think he believed that you were sorry about kicking his ass?
I hope so. We just gotta get Alex to believe that you don't know what happened that night.
If we're gonna bust him.
And his whack biscuits.
Now let's take a look at his little black book.
After the way Dimitri treated you, you're not still thinking about seeing him, are you?
I still don't even know what happened last night.
What else do you need to know? He set up a date, he just blew you off, and he didn't even call till whenever.
Yes, but he did say that he wanted a chance to explain, and I hung up on him.
I got your explanation. Most guys lie all the time. They lie about chicks, they lie about the size of their package, lie about how much money they make. They even lie about loving someone just to get her into bed.
That sucks.
I know. Some guys are just scum.
Do you think he was with another woman last night?
The condom fits, darling.
He did seem like he really wanted to tell me something. I owe it to myself to find out what.
You're not gonna hear what you want to hear.
But I need to hear it from Dimitri. Thank you, Lyle,
For what?
for helping me see what I need to do.
Pick up, Taylor. Your Operation Dimitri's about to go straight down the crapper.
D, you're digging up your dad's... Yeah, look, try not to freak out, okay?
I'm sorry, but that's...
Look, I know, okay? Believe me, if there was another way, but there's not. We're going on with the plan. We're exhuming the body tonight.
Why?
To do an autopsy.
I thought you accepted the fact that your dad's death was an accident.
It wasn't. And I think an autopsy will prove it.
This is gross, man.
Look, do you think I like the idea of digging up my father's grave? I don't. I don't have any other choice. I just can't go to the police with what I have now.
What do you have?
It's just some circumstantial stuff.
Like what?
Like, I know my father was not alone in the car the night he died. He was with someone.
Who do you think he was with?
Natalia.
You're kidding me, man.
No, I'm not.
Why would Natalia want to kill your dad, D?
She wanted the company.
She got it. Your dad left it to her. Remember?
Well, I think my dad was going to change his will. Natalia knew it, and the only way she could stop him was to kill him.
Drug? Is that what you think happened?
Well, it was a rave after all.
I don't have to drug a guy to get him to sleep with me.
No, I guess not. But you did say Dimitri's excuse was that he was totally out of it.
Yeah, well, for a guy who was out of it, he sure had no problems doing it again and again and again.
Okay, I got the picture.
You know, and that isn't even the worst part.
No, no, let the voicemail get it. What else did Dimitri do to you? Oh my God, don't tell me he gave you an STD.
God, I hope not. No, what I was gonna say is that the whole time Dimitri was with me, Daphne was waiting for him. He had made a date to be with her after the fashion show.
Wait, you told me that Dimitri said they'd broken up.
That is what he said to me. I didn't find out about the date until this morning from Daphne.
Wait a minute. He blew off Daphne in order to go to bed with you, and now he's telling you he doesn't want you, he wants to be with her.
What do you make of a guy like that?
Would castration be too kind?
You know, and now Daphne is crushed because Dimitri stood her up, and I can't tell her why. She would die if she knew.
And of course you wouldn't want that to happen.
Absolutely, she can't ever find out. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if this ruined our friendship.
Taylor, you seem like the kind of girl who makes friends real easily. After all, look how quickly you and Dimitri clicked.
Look, Natalia, I really shouldn't have told you any of this. Dimitri's your brother, and I would never want to turn you against him.
I don't know what you hope to gain by this little conversation here, but it was totally tasteless and completely inappropriate.
You begged me to tell you. You didn't have to stay here and listen.
Well, I'm done listening now. Perfect.
Look, MD85, SR35, and this column's all single initials. J250, L225, and A200.
Those are for Alex and his bonehead buddies. See, J for Jamie, L for Lewis.
And A for Alex.
The only MD I know is Monica DeWitt.
Well, didn't she go out with Jamie?
Yeah, for like a week. They were hot and heavy, and then it was boom. It was so over.
What's this?
Oh my God, is this a picture of Monica DeWitt?
She's naked.
Check this out, CP100, with Alex's initials next to it.
CP? That's you, girl.
You know what this is? It's a scoreboard.
A scoreboard for what?
Look, these are the girls they've been with. See, these are their initials. They are each assigned a point value. You're worth 100 points.
Well, am I in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how do I rate? I just want to know. Only 75? I have a way better rack than Monica.
Rocio, come on.
Rocio.
This is so disgusting. This is like some sort of a game?
Yep. Whoever scores the most girls gets the most points.
We have to stop this.
Now that we have this book, all we need is Monica to confirm what happened. And we got him.
Look, I know you can't exactly be objective about all this. You're sleeping with Natalia.
This is just off the wall. I mean, Natalia's a lot of things, but a murder?
Yeah, look, that's why I want to prove it first, before I tell the police. Look, if this exhumation reveals that my father's death was a murder, then that gives them enough evidence to open up the investigation.
Your dad's car went off Miller's Ridge. There's gonna be a lot of head injuries.
Look, I think he was killed way before that car ever reached Miller's Ridge.
Well, you think the car was pushed?
Yes. Now look, are you gonna help me or not?
We go way back. You're the only person in the world that helped me get off drugs. You saved my life.
And what about Natalia?
My loyalty's to you.
All right. Well, then you gotta help me get the money. And you gotta keep Natalia occupied tonight. She can't know how close we are to nailing her for this murder.
I'll find a way to take care of everything.
Thanks, sir. Jeff, yeah, it's a go for tonight at midnight. The money will be there. Yeah, Francisco really came through for me.
Hey, Miss Francisco. I need a huge favor. Now.
Hey, Taylor.
What are you doing here?
How was the bitch summit?
Oh, Natalia and I understand each other perfectly. She hates Dimitri about as much as I like him.
Well, I hope it works out.
Why wouldn't it?
Because Daphne's on her way to see Dimitri right now.
Why didn't you stop her?
I tried. When that girl gets an idea in her head, there's no stopping her.
Lyle, if Daphne gets to Dimitri before Natalia does, she will ruin everything. And not just for me, for you too.
Hi. Hi.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Natalia. I know it's late. Is that our address?
Yes, someone from your boutique sent it over. Thank you so much. I love it.
Listen, I'm looking for Dimitri. Is he here?
No, he's not. Sorry.
God, our timing is always so off.
Did he ask you to meet him here?
Well, he said he called. He said he wanted to see me. Maybe I should try him at work.
Wait, no, Daphne, wait. I know what happened with you and Dimitri last night.
You do? 'Cause I sure don't.
Just between us, I don't think you're gonna get the real story from him.
What do you mean?
Dimitri doesn't know that I know this, but woman to woman, if my boyfriend did to me what my brother did to you,
What did Dimitri do?
He cheated on you with your best friend.
Next on Spyder Games.
I saw your behavior last night. Everyone did.
Look, I don't feel like talking right now.
Dude, where have you been?
I had some things to take care of. Remember?
Today's episode featured music by Ashley Ballard from the Spyder Games soundtrack.